Thanks for joining me in Mrs. Lavoie's classroom. Just a reminder, the ABA tips and tricks I share here are for educational use only and are not a replacement for professional behavioral services. Always consult with your own BCBA or healthcare provider for personalized advice. Let's get started.
We have all been there. You're tired, you're stressed, and you just want the screaming to stop. So you hand over the iPad, the cookie, or the toy to buy some peace and quiet. In the moment, it feels like a win because the screaming has stopped. But in the world of ABA, we call this the bribery trap. Unfortunately, it might be teaching your child to scream more in the future. That's why today in Mrs. Lavoie's classroom, we are going to tackle the number one question I get from parents and professionals is, what is the difference between reinforcement and bribery? And the secret is timing. A lot of people think reinforcement and bribery are the same thing because they often involve the same things, right? Candy, screen time, toys. But the difference isn't what you give. It is when you get it. Let's break down bribery first. Bribery is reactive. It happens during the challenging behavior. So imagine a negotiation during a hostage crisis. The child is holding your peace and quiet hostage by screaming. You say, if you stop screaming, I will give you the iPad. Here's the problem. The child learned screaming works. It makes mom and dad give me what I want. And what everybody else learns, right? Like the parents, giving the iPad works. It makes the noise stop. You stop the behavior for now, but you've actually guaranteed that the next time they want the iPad, they're gonna scream for it. Now, let's look at reinforcement. Reinforcement is proactive. It's a contract made before the behavior starts. So instead of waiting for the scream, you set the expectation while everyone is calm. You say, first put your shoes on, then you can have the iPad. Notice the difference? Bribery, stop screaming and I'll give it to you. It's reward for stopping the bad behavior. Reinforcement, do the good thing and you'll earn it. So you're rewarding for doing good or positive behavior.
Let's look at the side-by-side comparison so you can spot reinforcement and bribery in your own life. In this first scenario, we're talking about vegetables. Have you ever sat at the dining room table and it feels like a fight with your child for them to eat them? And you find that they're often spitting them out? Well, if you have said, if you stop spitting it out, I'll give you dessert. That's bribery. But if you say to your child, first eat 3 carrots, then you get dessert before they start spitting it out, that is reinforcement. The second scenario, we've got cleaning. If you've ever said, I'll give you $1 if you just stop whining about your chores, that's reactive and bribing. However, if you've said when the toys are in the bin, you'll earn $1, that's reinforcement. Or how about we go back to that first scenario with that boy crying on the floor over the candy. If you're saying, stop crying and I'll buy you the toy or that candy, you're being reactive. But if you're walking into the store and you say proactively before they start whining, if you sit nicely in the cart, we could pick a treat at the end. That's reinforcement.
So what do you do if you catch yourself bribing? Don't panic. We are all human. If you are in the middle of a bribery moment, stop. Do not give the item while they're screaming. Wait for a moment of calm, even if it's just 10 seconds of silence. Once they are quiet, give a simple instruction like touch your nose or sit down. Then once they follow that simple instruction, you can praise them and give the item. You want to reinforce the compliance, not the screaming. Remember, the item, whether it's candy or an iPad, it's not the enemy. It's all about the timing. Move from reactive to proactive, and you will see behaviors start to change. Until next time.
Thanks for watching. For more ABA insights, make sure to subscribe and follow. See you next time.